Okay, we're back after some technical issues. So drivers will be doing a formation lap as the game froze for us. So Rooney taking pole. So drivers will use the first lap just to find their positions, and then they'll keep it to 80 and run single file to start the race. Drivers halfway through the lap. These overcast conditions, so it is still quite cool track temperatures for the drivers. And imperative that they keep the warmth in the tyres in this formation lap, as the cars do start hot to start with the start of the game, or for the race session. Getting ready to start the race. And off they go. Rooney's away. So trying to pull away from the rest of the pack for this first corner. Lucky possibly for the formation lap, as they won't be too wide going through the first corner. Rooney holding his position first. Sweetridge sitting real tight, a little bit of lock up there and sliding the rear out through that corner. Sweetridge putting the pressure onto Rooney at the moment. A lot of slip by several cars going through the little technical corners at the back end of that track there. A bit of movement through the field. Rooney pulling away from Sweetridge at the moment, putting a second lane, but costing him there, just going off, sliding through the corner there, both drivers moving over. Looked like he was going to let Sweetridge through there, but then blocked him. Sweetridge having the advantage here. If he can tuck in behind and gain that draft, may make a move on the inside corner for this first corner up ahead. Oh, not enough. Rooney moving over and blocking that position. Rooney setting fastest lap 1:18 for his opening lap. Very nice. Fastest sector so far in 1 and 2 is Rooney. Sector 3 was Angry Old Fella. Angry Old Fella and T-Rex back there. T-Rex starting to put some pressure onto Angry. Angry slipping away to 2 seconds behind the leader at the moment. A lot of slip there by Angry, costing him some more time. T-Rex looking to make a move on Angry. Won't see it in the next couple of corners. slipping there and losing that advantage of speed coming onto pit straight. Slipping in and quickly gaining on Angry Old Fella. Angry letting T-Rex through there. Rooney setting fastest sectors. Sweat Ridge holding one sector as fastest at the moment. Rooney holding fastest sectors in sectors 1 and 3. Battle for 7th here. Okay, putting pressure on Psycho. This last race, the two did have a spectacular crash. Hopefully the drivers can avoid each other for this race. It's 4 laps in, so we added an extra lap to the session just for the formation lap. Bit of slip there by Psycho. Not enough of a mistake to let Matteo through. Skiddy as a ninja here, competing for 10th place. As a ninja making a move on Skiddy, slipping behind there. Davo Dozer heading into the pits. See if he's got some damage. See what he's doing. Yeah, definitely some front damage to the car. Making some repairs there. It's quite a quick pit though. The Rooney putting 2.5 seconds on Sweat Ridge now, so getting away from the rest of the pack. Very consistent laps there by Rooney. 1:17 being quickest, so Sweat Ridge's fastest lap, 1:17.1, very close between the two drivers. So Matteo and Psycho still close behind here. Just missing the apex there by Matteo for this, who lose a bit of speed coming up the straight. I think he'll gain Psycho here. Function and Rory Hughes here battling for 13th position. Some rear damage there to Rory. He'll be struggling through these fast corners now with the rear aero damage. Yep, definite bit of slip there as he finishes up that corner. They're not giving up that position to Function just yet. David Dover's re-entered the track. Getting blue flags, he's already a lap down. Up on that ripple strip there by Function, using every bit of that track trying to get close enough to make a move on Rory. Definitely struggling at the moment to keep that car straight. Function will want to be able to pick a good position to make a move on him without the car possibly sliding into him. Oh, running wide there, Function. Matteo closing in on Psycho again in 7th position. Psycho and Matteo closing in on Aussie Chopper. So our leader's now got an almost 4-second lead on Sweat Ridge. Our new driver to the series showing us how it's done. And Grellfellas sitting back in 4th position now, so dropping a couple of positions. Function still looking to try and make a move on Rory. That wounded car is still holding out. Psycho just receiving a time penalty for exceeding track limits. So this much shorter track, having time penalties could definitely cost a position. If they do incur too many time penalties, it is actually a drive-through penalty. So Gallon 350 moving up about 5 positions. So just sneaking in a qualifying time after the dropout in the qualifying session. Running second in the championship. So Sweat Ridge at the moment closing in some time, so the gap that Rooney was starting to increase has now come down by a couple of seconds. Ooh, costly corner there for Sweat Ridge. So the last lap a second quicker than Rooney. So Sweat Ridge getting in the zone, trying to close that gap in on Rooney and make a move for first position. So T-Rex also closing in on the two. So it looks like Dave O'Doza just behind them. So he would be a lap down currently. So only a second difference between first and second place now. Sweat Ridge getting closer onto the tail of Rooney. Rooney's going to start feeling some pressure, hopefully no mistakes. Psycho and Mateo still battling out. Some contact between the two, putting Psycho out wide. Almost coming back in for a second hit. So a very soft tap there to the wrist, putting him out. Just closing in on that line, costing him that position. I'm sure there'll be a few exchanges by these two drivers yet. T-Rex looking to make a move on Sweat Ridge. Rooney's increased that lead again, so Sweat Ridge losing some time there. Now seeing him facing T-Rex, staring him down straight into his mirror. The T-Rex here looking to make a move on Sweat Ridge. Sweat Ridge almost running off track. Finding himself in a bad line for that next corner, costing him some time there. Sweat Ridge slightly getting away there. T-Rex can get a nice line through and sit on that draft. Bit of slip there as it puts the foot down. Sure, Sweat Ridge is trying to break a bit of stream there if the laboratory is seeing a bit of lag. Oh, looks like function's gone off. Mateo and Psycho back again. Okay, taking that position from Mateo to Tommaso for 7th. So as a Ninja looking to make a move on Mersey Blue here in the draft. Pulls back in. Mersey holding the line. Late braking by as a Ninja there, throwing just bad position there, but he should be able to get past him around in the next corner. Mersey defending that line. T-Rex has just taken 2nd position. Sweat Ridge now slipping back. It's Angry Alpha back and forth positions, so now only 20 seconds from 1st to 4th position. It's not over for the podium. Mateo closing in again on Psycho, they're not giving up this position for 7th. There's some lapping happening at the moment, so Weaven and Child's Play give them the blue flag. Not the right position there to make a move on Psycho. Oh, Psycho going wide there. Mateo narrowly avoiding an accident with Psycho, but regains that position. As a Ninja now needing to close in on Psycho. Team colours between the two here. Right on the tail of Psycho. Nice line through there onto the pit straight. Be able to get Psycho on here. Oh, he's going to make an outside move. No. Psycho defends that line. Some late braking by as a Ninja there. Pulls it up just in time. Cost him half a second there. So lap 14 at the moment, so Rooney almost 4 seconds ahead of position 2. Can hold that lead. We'll see Rooney taking his debut win for our Apex Esports League series. As a Ninja still looking to try and get past Psycho here. Oh, losing it there. Not going to be getting past him here. So Child's Play closing in on Davo Dozer. Davo Dozer did actually have to head into the pits as well, so Charles Play May has been off there as well, so Weaven and Rory given blue flag. So 3 laps down for the back of the pack. Mersey Blue at the moment looking to take on Psycho. Running off the corner there. A little bit of slip by Psycho costing him some time. Considering an inside pass there. He's got the better of the speed here by the looks of things. Psycho's car getting away quite quickly. He is gaining a bit there in the draft of Psycho. Away there at the moment. So Function and Rory battling it out for 14th position here. Rory still with the damage to the car, still managing to keep the car going around. A lot of slip there still. We saw him struggling earlier with the car. The Function still yet to make a move on him. Oh, we may get him here inside line. Damaged car somehow pulling away. Can we see Function make a move on the corner here? Not quite. Wounded car still holding off Function. It's a final lap. Rooney, our race leader, has got a 3-second gap. T-Rex closely behind. So it's in the bag for Rooney, taking the win. This race complete, so Rooney taking first position, not far behind with T-Rex. Sweatridge slipping behind, not being able to gain that position back in third place. Angry 17 seconds behind in fourth. It's Aussie Chopper just receiving time penalty for exceeding track limits. Gallen recovering nicely from a bit of a limited qualifying session with the dropout. And gaining some nice positions there back into the race. Coming in at 5th. As a Ninja moved up through the lines and taking 7th. Teo and Psycho, their several battles and exchanging positions, have done well. Their race winner being Rennie 9915. T-Rex in second, Sweatridge in third. So fastest lap of the race. Looks like a 1:17. Yes, the fastest lap also going to Rooney with a 1:17.023, so doing very well there. So scoring himself some nice points. So drivers will be having a quick 5-minute break. and then they'll be heading off into a 15-minute qualifying session. So hopefully we won't have any issues and we'll be able to head straight into the race from there. So we'll be having a brief break and then back into racing. We're back now for the second session of round 2, so Ruapuna Park GP. So hopefully more technical issues with the lobbies. The last qualifying session froze heading on into the race, so that we couldn't actually just easily progress through. So Matteo Tommaso already copying himself a one-place grid penalty, so speeding through pits most likely. And drivers forget to hit that pit limiter or don't have one set. It usually does run as an auto, but yeah, if they do forget, it costs them a point in the position on the grid, unfortunately. So Rory Hughes there struggling a little bit with the car. See him with a fair bit of rear damage on the car in the last race. Maybe just trying to run tyres a little bit warmer. Like Psycho there with a fair bit of damage. Function and Skiddies at their last laps, times invalidated for exceeding track limits. But Psycho there with a fair bit of damage to his car. No, it's not Psycho. He's matching colours. Want to bring that car into that aero damage. Angry old fella just having lap time invalidated. Psycho's in pits, so he's had to quickly duck away. So hopefully he should make it back in time before the race starts. Maybe lucky enough to get in and set a lap time. G'day Curver. Rory sitting at 118.8. So Rooney, our race winner from the first race, sitting at 118.059. We did see him set a 116 qualifying last. So for his opening laps, 118 is nice. We'll probably see another 116. Is quite likely, but it's clearer conditions now, and it is midday at the moment in the game session, so much hotter track temps will send cars being able to pull much tighter time. The top 10 only had a matter of a few seconds between them, so we'll hopefully see the same again this time round. Gallen just moving up to third position. Gallen did well in the first qualifying session, but then had some technical issues which had him to drop out of the session and re-enter. And I just got to set in a couple of times before the session ended, so saw him sitting midway through the pack at 10th, but he did finish quite well in 5th position. Gallen being a good strong contender in the series at the moment. Gallen being the current champion by 9 points over Rap Works. So Rap not making it to the session today. See Sweat Ridge sitting in third after the first round. So 11 points difference between Gallon and Sweatridge. So Sweatridge definitely climbing up, possibly above Gallon after the first race. The Gallon really needs to have a strong finish in qualifying and the race here. And Rooney doing well with qualifying first, winning the race and then also the fastest lap, so another contender for the championship as well. So Gallon bringing that back in, straight back out again. Child's Play doing well for 118 as well, currently in 6th position. So 117's being set. T-Rex, well, Terex apparently is in the pits. Getting a nice time there, 117.896. Has a Ninja of significant damage there. Still flying that car around. Sure if he's been in and had that tended to. We'll see what speed he gets to along here. Definitely some limit to speed there, but he's doing well considering. Taking second place now with 117.863, just scraping him in front of Terex. Dave Dozer doing well in 5th position with a 118.4. Very close times. As a Ninja, his last lap was his fastest. Rooney's slowing down on his last lap. He did that in the last session though as well, so set that blistering time, and then no one could come quite near it. Weaving yet to set a lap. In the pits, he shouldn't be too far away, hopefully. Rory doing well in 7th position, so he finished towards the back end in the last race. He did have a fair bit of rear damage to the car and he managed to get that car through the race and defend off other drivers as well, so doing very well. Sweatridge currently in 12th position, not finishing as strongly as he was in the first session. You may see a mix in the field and very tight points for the championship after this round. Rooney saying fastest lap 116.560. Definitely probably be the hard time to beat. It's a very similar time to the first session. Going to keep going. I thought he might have been happy with that lap and bring it back in, so just under 5 minutes remaining of qualifying. That's 25 laps for this race. It is a mandatory pit, so drivers will need to make sure they got a strategy set for when they're going to be pitting. So he could see a change in race leader quite easily based on pit strategies alone. So Psycho is back in time, so he's going to have to set a good couple of clean laps here. Give himself a chance to try and set a nice time, get a good amount of points in a strong position to start the race. So as a Ninja's been taken out, so Sweatridge and Angry Oldfellow are now coming in with 117s. So Sweatridge taking second, Angry Oldfellow in third. So we are seeing a bit of a repeat of the last session. Saw Rennie, Sweatridge and Angry at the front. This time we've got As a Ninja. He's doing it with possibly sporting damage, so if that is the case, with a fresh car to start the race, you may see him have a very strong battle for the lead, possibly take out a win here. Tarek's back out on the track now. He'll need to try and recover his time, so not much of a difference here. So we've got 1 second between first 5. It's only 2 seconds between first and 10th place. It's very close throughout the field, with slowest being a 1:23.4, so still a very respectable time for this track as well. Just under 7 seconds to separate the entire field. Oh, As a Ninja gone off there. 2 minutes remaining, the drivers will be able to get a couple more laps in. Aussie Chopper, possibly Mateo sitting on his tail there. Psycho just wanting to keep clean here. At least cut a clean lap. If you can't set a fast one, at least just set a time. Get midfield 1:18, so it's still a quick time. Now let's see how he goes here. Blistering down pit straight. .250 before getting on the brakes, heavy braking into there. Bit of trail brake. Nice corner there, so Psycho seeing a 1:21 for his cold lap, not too bad. Rooney and Angry into the pits. I don't get to another chance for a set another laps. They must be happy with their positions. So As a Ninja doing well, taking third position there so far. Ooh, off he goes here. Big slide. No contact with anyone there. Brings it back out. Child's Play just scraping it in to be able to get another lap in. Qualifying complete now, so on the last laps. Costa there for Child's Play. Will he make contact there? Is that Gallant? No, not Gallant. Looks like Skiddy. Also sporting some damage. Can he improve his time? Since his last lap at 1:36. Fastest lap is a 1:18. See him improve that? No, not improving that one there for Skiddy. Rory having issues there, so costing him on his last lap. Nice burnout. Go Rory. Pop them tyres. Doing well to keep it. Oh, nutting into the water. Costly there for Rory. Still enjoying those tyres. It's qualifying complete. We're almost going to see a repeat of the last session with Rooney, Sweatridge and Angry, but it's now Rooney in first, followed by Angry, and then As a Ninja in third position. So it's done very well there. There, back of the pack, we've got Function and Psycho Agency. So Psycho just getting a lap after being away, so full grid ready for the race. So we see Matteo Tommaso with a grid place as well, so he qualified as 12th, so that will move him back to 13th, so that moves Aussie Chopper up into 12th. So hopefully no technical issues here as we head off into the race. It did bomb out on us here and lock the game up. So the drivers will have 2 minutes to hit for ready and adjust their car setups for any qualifying adjustments, and then can edit fuel loads and whatnot now. So if they use the full couple of minutes to do that, we'll be waiting for them to do that. Otherwise, as soon as all the drivers have hit ready, it'll jump over and the game will sync and they'll be ready to head off. So potential for disaster in turn 1, fast corner off the grid. We were lucky that we actually did have the single file formation lap, as it made a very clean first corner, so we'll be seeing him too wide through that corner, and there's not much room to fit another car through that corner, so they'll need to keep it very tight, and we may see a bit of an incident. Our full grid lineup. And get the full names over off onto the side there. And drivers do have to remember to hit that ready button, as if they don't hit it, they will be disqualified from the race. They instantly head to the pits and miss out on competing. We saw Rooney be able to put a quick amount of time, so here we are. Drivers are ready. Nudging forward there, lights go green. Rooney's away. Angry Oldfield trying to get away. Sweatridge coming up in between the two of them. As a Ninja just moving out of the road of Sweatridge. That was a great start by Sweatridge. Instantly putting some pressure onto Rooney here. As the Ninjas moved up into second position. Rooney getting away quickly once again. Oh, we see a repeat from last race from Rooney. Oh, some disaster there. Several cars off here. Oh, more contact there. Struggling to see who it was that's been hit. Psycho, unfortunately, being involved in an incident. Check replays to see what happened there. Psycho's got some ground to cover there. able to spot any damage that's going on there, so narrowly avoiding there. So as a Ninja closing in on Rooney now, less than a second. Sweat Ridge starting to slip behind. Angry Oldfellow in fourth position, falling back by 4.5 seconds now from the first three. It's going to be tight here from our race leaders. I don't think Rooney's going to be sitting as comfortable as he was in the first race, with As a Ninja closing in now with less than a second between, and Sweat Ridge closing in not far between there. Ooh, pressure definitely on by Rooney. There's a mistake in the corner there. Angry Oldfellow and Gallon making a little bit of contact through the corner there. Gallon needing to move up towards the top four this race to try and defend his position in the championship. He is our series leader after round one. Oh, weaving there, nudging Gallon's rear. Oh, wide there by Davo Dozer. It cost him a position. Not quite. Skiddy made a move on it, did cost him a position in the long run. Weaving here, looking to make a move on Gallon. Gallon looking to break that stream. It had the inside. Oh! Skiddy off the track. No. Who did we lose there? So it was T-Rex that was involved in the incident earlier. He's sporting some damage. Looking to make a move on Function. Function running wide off on first corner. So Sweat Ridge made a move on As a Ninja. Can he close in on Rooney? Struggling to close that gap. He's slipping away briefly. It's now 4 seconds to the third position. It looks like Angry Oldfellow was in a spill. He's dropped after now Gallon's moved up into fourth position. He has closed that gap now to almost half a second. Only 100th of a second between the two. In their fastest lap. The fastest lap being a 1:18 flat set by Rooney. As a Ninja now, fallen quite far behind, so 6 seconds behind the two race leaders. Weaven did take Gallon out in fourth position. So Rooney now leading that lead to almost 1.5 seconds. So he is getting away on Sweat Ridge. Angry Oldfellow looking to cover up some lost ground here. Catching up on Matteo and Mersey Blue here. So Terex and Matteo Tommaso. So Terex looking to pass Matteo. Got the inside line here. He will have to be on the brakes a bit before Matteo. Will Matteo let him have that room? Not giving him that room. Defended that position nicely there. inside pass almost. Second attempt, he did, I think, nudge Matteo there. Costing us some time with Angry then, looking to make a move on T-Rex. Ooh, also a bump. Angry saying hello there with a nice nudge on the rear. T-Rex looking to make another move on Matteo. And get this nice line here, he'll have the advantage. Make that move, yes. And then the inside, great move there by T-Rex. Davo Dozer and Gallon closing in at the moment. So currently sitting 15 seconds behind the race leader. Sweat Ridge still slipping behind. Oh, Child's Play making a move on Davo Dozer. Beautiful pass. And if you're watching us on our stream, if you've got the Twitch app or your own browser, you can actually use some plugins down below, so you can actually cheer for your favourite driver, put up sound effects, all sorts of things. Be sure to say hello on the chat as well. I can see you on the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win the race. It's a Psycho at the moment, closing in on Aussie Chopper. Looking to make a move. Round he goes. Aussie letting him through. Good sportsmanship there, Aussie. Well done. Oh, costly for the Psycho there. Lucky didn't pull back in and flip Aussie on the way. You recover in time to be able to gain some ground back up. T-Rex and Mersey Blue there. So Mersey Blue going wide, costing a position. T-Rex moving back up. Liking the mistake by Mersey there. Oh, Skiddy gone off track there. And he re-enters safely. Yes, everyone gets past cleanly. No damage. Looks like a bit of spoiler damage there for Skiddy. Nothing significant that'll affect him overly over the course of the race. The Gallon slipped out to 6th position with Child's Play taking 5th position away from him. So Gallon needing to be able to move back up and get some stronger points out of this race. Race 2 is worth double the points of the sprint race. Oh, Child's Play diving off. Oh, narrow contact there. Could have spelled disaster. It looked like it was Psycho. Angry old fella was sitting in a good qualifying position, now at the back of the pack. So our race leader now less than a second in front of Sweat Ridge. So Sweat Ridge currently holding the fastest lap of the race. So 1:19.099. So timings. Sweat Ridge is half a second quicker on his last lap on Rooney. Rooney isn't clear of him just yet. Matteo and Mersey Blue battling it out here for 8th position. Mersey Blue going almost off track there. Mersey having some great defends in the first race. We see him hold off Matteo. Half a second between the two now, so Matteo's slipping behind. If he can get in a couple of good corners, he is sporting some damage there, so that bonnet is buckled a little bit at the front. Mersey looking quite tidy, so he will have an aero advantage over Matteo. But it's only on the 2 straights that I'll have that advantage. Hold a good line here and let's tuck in behind Mersey. Have an opportunity to make a pass on him on the first corner. Oh, falling behind there. Chin going off the track a little bit there. Skiddy's head into the pits. Function's gone wide, taking out those cones. Shouldn't cost him much damage to the front of the car from the cones. So Psycho's climbing back up. Now caught back up to Aussie Chopper. Cutting that corner very nicely there, up onto that ripple strip. It is quite dangerous on these ripple strips, they're quite high. It bounces the car a fair bit. So will Aussie be kind to Psycho and let him make a pass? Rooney's put 2.5 seconds on second position now. Ooh, Aussie Chopper losing it there, but bringing it back in just in time. That'll see Psycho get past Aussie here. No, Aussie's not being so kind this time. Getting back on the driving line and blocking Psycho, but both deciding to make their pits now. It's almost halfway through the race. Right up the tail of not being able to see that there was a wall there since you're so close up behind. Oh, they sharing the same pit stop? No, that was costly for Psycho. Davo Doe, they're closing in on Gallon. David Joes are doing well in the qualifying. Last race he saw a couple unfortunate incidents that required repairs, so he didn't get to finish strongly in the race, but doing very well. Great driving. Not a back markers. Sure, who's in the blue? Is that Aussie? It is Aussie Chopper. It's not being given blue flag here. Unless my race feed is no longer updating. Oh, it looks like Psycho may have gone off there. All 2 drivers going off. Doesn't look like contact's being made. Psycho. Ooh, stuck in the pits there. Oh no, blocked pit lane. Who's trying to get in behind Psycho? May have to do a car reset. So it looks like maybe Mersey Blue. No, not Mersey Blue. Davo Dozer. Getting caught up on a stuck Psycho in the pits. Very costly. So back to our race leader, who's now almost 6 seconds ahead, so it is a repeat of the last race so far for Rooney. So he's got a nice little cushion there to be able to sit back and be a bit comfortable. But he still needs to be able to keep sharp so he doesn't let off any seconds, as it's only a short track so they can easily catch up. And as he's going to start passing some of the back markers, it could get stuck behind and cost him some time. As a Ninja, oh, narrowly avoiding Psycho coming out of the pits. It would cost the race for both of them there. The racing line is right up against that pit exit. So T-Rex now heading into the pits. 14 laps, so 11 laps remaining. So as a Ninja scrubbing those inside tyres around through the corner there. Mersey Blue there. May have position, or lost the position, sorry, from Matteo. Rooney now making his way into the pits. Also, Sweetridge deciding to make the pits and not going for the advantage to try and get past him there. Tyre change. Let's see if they're currently doing it. There should be no repairs to have to do. They shouldn't need... Off he goes. So as a Ninja deciding to stay on. So let's see if he can take advantage and try and set some fast laps before he has to pit in. So Gallon. Oh, as a Ninja slipping there. Not Gaza there, so it must be Skitty that's just in behind as a Ninja at the moment. So it is a back marker, so Gallon 11 seconds behind, so puts him into second position and he's yet to pit. So hopefully he can cover some ground before he has to get into his pit. T-Rex here, looking to make a move on Mersey Blue. Locking it up through that corner. So as a Ninja now heading into the pits. So Gallon will take first position, but Rooney's only 6 seconds behind. All the timing goes haywire now as the new leader crosses when someone's in the pits. We'll see an update in a second. So weaving closely behind T-Rex as well. Good scrapes up the side of T-Rex there. Oh no! That'll see Weaven get past T-Rex here. Not going to give up that line. Weaven will have the advantage of the draft in behind Mersey. Running wide on that corner. Narrowly avoiding the rear of Mersey. Mersey gets passed by 2 cars. Rooney now closing in on Gallen. Gallen's yet to pit. Will he hold off a little bit longer? I'm not sure if he started on hards, whether those tyres would last 16 laps. Hopefully they don't have a tangle around the first corner. 0.3 of a second difference here. Different lines by the drivers. Rooney making a pass here, inside line. Find Gallen to give that up and brake. Rooney holding the dominant position through the corner. It's Matteo now heading in for his mandatory pit. Also Mersey Blue. Punchin also heading into the pits. Rooney retakes his lead on the race, now putting 1.78 seconds, quickly getting away from Gallen. Rooney slowing up there briefly for a second. Not sure what was happening there, he just lost his tight lead on that. Quickly getting away again. I don't know if he's toying with Gallen there or something was going on. So as a Ninja at the moment, closing on to Rex. Like child's play there. Getting the blue flag. Looks like he's head off into the pits. Yes, child's play is off. The Trek's tucking in there, right behind as a Ninja through the corner. As a Ninja getting away there. Sweatridge is now closing back in on Gallen. Locking up that back left. Fastest lap of the race currently. Looks like it's set by Weaven. Is it a 1:19.082? Oh, sorry, no, Rooney, 1:18.351. Okay, 9th position, so currently a minute behind our race leader. So to the back of the pack, 2 laps down. Field starting to separate. As a Ninja in 4th position, and he's currently 30 seconds behind. Sweatridge looking to make that move on Gallen. Pressure on Gallen, making him run out there on the corner. But putting Sweatridge in a bad position there to try and pass, but looks like he'll have him here. Oh, Gallen tucking back in. Not letting Sweatridge. Oh, Sweatridge looking to make the pass on the outside here on that sweeping bend. He'd be faster through that corner. Better driving line than what Gallen had there. Gallen will have to be heavy on the brakes here, letting Sweatridge get in, playing it safe. I think we're yet to see Gallen have to be able to make a pit. So If that is the case, he may want to make a quick pit now. He's got 22 seconds ahead of Azis, but he could see himself on the podium still. He needs to try and keep on that podium to try and get those points to keep that lead in the series championship. Oh, bit of locking there on those inside wheels as he's going through the corner. Rooney leading the race by 7.5 seconds. Now up to 8. Rest of the field starting to separate. Angry old fella after qualifying strongly at the front of the pack, and then looks like he was involved in a bit of a bingle at the start of the race, slipping back to the back of the field. Has now crept his way back up to 8th position. His fastest lap at 1:19, so a nice lap there for Angry. So if he's consistent with that, he'll be able to climb his way back up a little bit further amongst that field yet. Oh, something going on with Angry here. Pulling that car up momentarily. Rooney increasing his lead by 8.5 seconds. He's sitting quite comfy at the moment. Gallen now 7 seconds behind Svetridge. Looks like it may be functioning behind him. Yes, so Gallen making his pit now. Can he be quick enough? Oh, just missing that wall. He's running out. As a Ninja, 6 seconds now. Now you'll lose that position to As a Ninja, possibly to Terex as well, and Weaven. Quick stop and go there by Gallen. Won't lose too many positions here. As a Ninja also heading into the pits, so maintaining that third position currently. Terex quickly coming up. Just getting in front of Terex. Kept his third position. Nice strategy there by Gallen. He can hold this out for the rest of the race. See him on the podium for sure. 40 seconds behind the leaders now from third position. Smoke there is a bit of a lock-up on the drivers. Terex closing in quite quickly on Gallen here. Still only half a second behind Gallen. Oh, slipping away. Gallen's getting away on the straight there. Nice crackle and a downshift there through the corner. Mateo and Angry here. Mateo closing in on Angry. Both of them locking it up on the trail. Oh, spun out by Mateo. Can he recover this nicely? Driver's moving over, giving him room to bring that in, taking out that guidepost on the way. Bad there for Matteo, losing us several positions. So Turex still closing in on Gallen here, trying to take third position away from him. And we see him make a move on Gallen here. Ooh, Gallen locking up, fighting it through there, seeing the opposite steer as he's going through that corner, trying to keep it under control. Took over the curb there, getting away on Turex there. Ooh, costly there for Turex. Definitely quicker there on that corner than Gallen. Nice line through there. Trail brake through the corner. See if he can get a nice line through here so he can get the advantage over Gallen. No, he's going to lose it here. Gallen's going to have the advantage out of the corner. Less than a second between the two. David Dozer closing in on Weaven at the moment. Heavy on the brakes, so race complete. So Rooney, a race winner. So quickly wrapping up that race with Sweat Ridge following behind 5.5 seconds. So a replay of that last race. So Gallen, will he hold his position for third? So 40 seconds behind the rest. Still half a lap to go. Turex looking to try and take that position from him in the last lap. Oh no, nearly cost him. Third position for Gallen, fourth for Turex. Oh, contact there. Weaven on the pit end of the race. Can he quickly recover in time to get the car across the line and be able to keep fifth position? Davo Dozer closing in. Oh. No, that's lucky for Weaven there. Was a back marker there, looked like Psycho. It's another brilliant race by Rooney there, another win. The fastest lap of the race again for Rooney as well, so a double win for the round 2 at Ruapuna Park, and then fastest lap for both and qualifying, so very strong points there for Rooney, so that will move him up quite high in the series, despite him actually starting only just in this round. So our new drivers becoming quite formidable against the rest of the pack, so it'll be great to see what happens when we head off into the next round. Well, I cannot actually change screens at the moment to show you what is coming up in the next series, so I will have to do that manually for you. So round 3, we will see ourselves heading off to Long Beach Street Circuits, off to the USA for the V8 Supercars. So very dangerous track with walls all around. So there'll be plenty of action to see. If you're checking us out on Twitch, be sure to follow. We also upload all our videos onto YouTube, so they stay saved there. So be sure to head over there and subscribe and watch any replays of the races and from other series. Next up is our GTE series, so we head off into that one next week on Tuesday, and then round 3 for the V8s, and that's the final round for the GTE. And then we've got round 3 for the V8 Supercars on the Thursday night. So excellent race by all drivers. So well done to Sweatridge for taking 2nd position, Gallen in 3rd, and Terex almost taking 3rd position there, right at the finish, and coming in at 4th. So well done to all drivers there. So thanks for watching the race, guys, and hopefully see you trackside next time.